It is my favorite time of year. It is planner stack time. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Julie. And welcome if you are new here. I hope that you will subscribe and stick around. So this year, wow, I have quite a few planners or systems, if you will, in place to help me get through 2023. And I am beyond, and I mean beyond excited for this because I feel like I'm finally in a place where I'm deciding what I want to plan in or, you know, just operate out of for the year without being majorly influenced by outside people, if that makes sense. This year I spent in 2022 a lot of time really thinking about what made me happy, what systems I was happy planning in, if that makes sense. Not what everyone else wanted me to plan in. And that took a lot of like self-reflection, right? And I took a lot of pressure off of myself with that because it was just, if it's not working for me, then it's just not working. And it's kind of like just ridiculous to stay in a system that just doesn't make you happy, doesn't help you get things done that you need to get done. Anyway, I could talk about that in a whole nother video, but I wanted to share with you what I am considering using for 2023. Notice I am choosing my words wisely. You guys know I commit to absolutely nothing. I commit to whatever is working in the moment that I am in the season that I am in, always subject to change. So let's get started. The first one should be absolutely no surprise to you. I absolutely love the makselife system and the team itself over at makselife. So this year for my sort of, it's going to be a combination of goal setting, getting the stickering out of my system, if you will, because I still do love using sticker kits, vertical kits. I'm like a vertical planner through and through. But you know, this is the planner that gives me the space to really do all of that. And it also has the goal setting system in it, which I absolutely need, right? These are actually some of my parts of my vision board that I haven't done yet. But so that's what this book is going to be for. So it's going to be like very stickered up, maybe a smidge of some memory keeping in here, but the main focus being my goal setting. You can catch the review on my channel from back in the fall. I did choose Cindy's cover for multiple reasons. I love the color, love the design. I love Cindy, and I really wanted to support her artwork, which is just amazing. I'm not a Wire O fan, but here's what I was thinking about, right? When I was like, yes, this is my planner, right? If this doesn't work, look what makselife did. Hold on. If I find that this book ends up not working for me, but I still want to keep the focus on my goal setting, they now have a monthly, undated book on a regular spiral that just has the goal setting in it. There's no weekly view. There's none of that stuff. You just get all of the goal setting, which I'm kind of excited about. I love that it's undated because then I don't have the guilt of these pages going to waste if this really does work out for me, which I think it will. I think it will. This planner will probably never leave my house. It probably never will. It's a beast of a planner. It's going to stay on my desk, and that's where it's going to live, right? Love this planner. Again, if you want to know more about it, go check out my review video on my channel from back in the fall. The other makselife system that I'm going to use is their folio system. Again, that review for this item is also included in that video. The folio is new to makselife and I absolutely love it. Actually, this is extra, so that doesn't go in there. So right now my books kind of sit out of it at times because I take this downstairs in the mornings and work on my daily reflections and my, where's the morning book? My daily intentions book. I kind of paused it because I was like, I really just want to start this in the new year. I did it for a couple of weeks and then I was like, I'm going to start again in January. So that's what's in here, and it just has a dot grid notebook that I'm going to use for when there are club Moxie calls and I want to take notes and things like that. My year-end reflections is not going to stay in here. I did already do that, and I'm not going to share that stuff, but so that's what these 3 books will be in here. So that's kind of going to go together, my reflections and my goal setting in these 2 books right here. All right, next up, all of the Hobonichi things. There's a reason why there are 2 weeks here. There's a reason. First off, let's focus on the cousin. The cousin isn't going anywhere. This is going to be pretty much my main planner. Not always super decorated, but this has my daily planning in it. It has my monthly in here set up as well as a weekly, but the main focus being the A5 daily pages, which I love, and you've seen me share multiple times over here and on Instagram. This planner will sometimes go with me, but not all the time. That's what the weeks is for. But I absolutely love this planner. You will see some upcoming plan with me's in this book, as well as the makselife and the weeks. So stay tuned for that. Now let's talk about the weeks. So I have both a regular weeks and a mega. I'm having difficulty kind of deciding which one I want. I truly wish that the mega came in better colors. You guys know that I love yellow, but I also just kind of love a more neutral vibe to last throughout the year. And you get so many more notes pages with the mega, so I kind of wish that this cover was on this book. That would make my life perfect. One of the things that I do love more about the mega is the amounts of notes pages. And I have sort of been dabbling in every now and then using this as a daily planner when I don't need these huge A5 pages, or when I want to use the A5 pages more for journaling and I just need a quick like bullet journal style to-do list. And that's kind of really worked out. I accidentally skipped a page, so I used it for swatching. I mean, every now and then I make mistakes. Anyway, so that's kind of where I'm at. I have really thought about what I could use for journaling and thought if I use the mega, at least I have space to put some daily things here in the back, and I could always journal on the daily pages in my cousin. That option kind of goes away with just the regular weeks because there simply aren't enough notes pages. I was talking to my friends about it and I was like, why do they only put, what is it, like 70-ish notes pages, but then they like triple it in the mega? I wish that it was more like 150 and then the 200 and almost 300 pages that you get over here. It's like there's just not quite enough notes pages to where it makes me nervous. Anyway, the purpose of my weeks, whenever I decide which one I'm using, is a strictly on-the-go planner. It doesn't have quite as many details in it. However, I have been using a lot of the notes pages for different trackers and things like that. So it's going to be on the go, and all the trackers, literally all the trackers, are going to be in this planner. I have like a brief page with some goal setting area, but there's like a log here for all of these things annually, movies and shows, that kind of thing. I have a more detailed setup video that you can take a look at over a few videos back, but I really do love, love pretty much all of the Hobonichi books. Like, that's what makes the decision making so hard, is that I love all of them. So anyway, I can fit all of this in this book. Again, it just comes down to the cover, but that's the purpose of having a weeks, is to use it for on the go planning only. So a couple of other books that I am introducing this year, and they're mainly just notebooks, are from Field Notes. So they sent over a couple of books. I did a reel over on my Instagram, and I've kind of been looking for a book like this just to kind of keep some notes in. And a lot of this is going to be for content and like script writing and just kind of going over what the content is about, the content of the content, essentially. And so even some notes from, like, I belong to a Patreon for Plan with Lore that is like social stars. So I wrote like notes from that. And then I have literally this script that I had for the campaign that I have with Mud Love, along with, heck, I wanted to keep track of what the heck I was going to talk about in my Hobonichi setup video, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at with this book, is just to have notes for content. That's really it. It's not going to be to track anything with the content, but it's going to be all the things that don't really need a place in my planner, but they do need a place somewhere. Next up is another little field notes book, and this is going to be for my weight and health tracking. So there's a place where I'm going to put some of this information in my cousin. If you saw my cousin setup video, I talked about briefly where I might put those things, but there's other areas that I kind of want to track. I'm going to do like a little bit of a weight loss tracker here. I just drew this out yesterday, and every month I'm going to put my stats in here. So like my starting weight, what vitamins and medications I'm taking, that sort of thing. So I just started January, started the weight tracker, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm thinking every month we'll need a page or two. There's only, oh, it's not numbered, but there's 48 pages in here, so that should be enough for the whole year. We'll see how that goes, but kind of excited to have this little book with me because, again, not all of this needs to be in a planner. Also, I can put things in here like if I get sick, like dates and things like that. Let me tell you that keeping track of the dates and the visits and all the stuff that I had when I had COVID and the flu at the same damn time really, really helped because my doctor wasn't sent over the notes from urgent care, and I was able to fill them in until they were able to request my records from them. And it was really, really helpful that I had things written down somewhere. So that's what I'm going to use these two field notes books. They'll stay at home. They're not going to come with me. Essentially, the only planner that's going to come with me is my weeks and maybe sometimes my cousin. Now, I also have planners that I'm going to use, or a planning system, I should say, that I'm going to use for work. I'm going to include that in a separate video, so definitely stay tuned for that because I'm really excited for my work planning system for 2023. All right, guys, that is it for my 2023 planner stack video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and getting some sort of insight into what I intend on using, or at least starting off 2023 with. Let's be real, I kind of feel like when we post our planner stacks, it's like a little bit of a curse, right? Like as soon as we hit like publish on these videos or any sort of content, you're like, oh, look at this shiny new planner. So my hope is to really stick with this system throughout the year. I really, to be quite honest and totally blunt, I'm really kind of tired of flip-flopping and changing multiple times throughout the year. It's not very effective for my mental health. It's not very effective for organizational purposes for me. I know that that works for some people, but I think I've just finally reached this stage where I'm just over that. I definitely like trying new things. That's not to say that in the upcoming year, I'm not going to share new things that come across my way, but my goal is to really stick with these books for the whole year. Let's see how that works out. I hope you'll stick around and yeah, enjoy this journey with me. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you are already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.